So in Blender, there are two ways to bevel an object. The first method is to use Ctrl-B on your object to manually bevel an edge. The second method is to use a Bevel Modifier to get more complex results. So I'm just going to apply a Bevel Modifier to this cube. Straight away you can see that the object is now beveled. And you can also come here to the amount and choose how much you want to bevel it by. But let's say you only want to bevel the vertices of the object, as by default it bevels the edges. Well, no problem. Come here and select vertices, and it will now bevel by the vertices. You can also customize the smoothness and detail of the bevel by coming here to the segments and increasing this value. Just be warned that this does increase your topology drastically if you were to apply it, as you can see. You can also bevel by different width types. You can either do it from offset, width, depth, percent, or absolute. Don't worry too much about these as they all give you the same results, it's just done through different calculations. I always use offset. The limit method field here just tells Blender where you want to limit the beveling. So on none, there is no limit, all bevels will be applied. Angle, only angles will be beveled. And you get to customize the angle where it bevels. So as you can see on the cube, we get past 90 degrees and it cancels the bevel. But anything below that, it bevels. And then weight and vertex group, which gives you a bit more specific control over your beveling. The profile option basically sets the direction or the shape of the beveling. You can come to the shape field here and adjust it to make the bevel go inwards or outwards. You can also come here to the Custom tab and use a levels graph to customize your beveling shape through these different presets. There are another two sections called Geometry and Shading, which I will not go into detail with on this video, mainly because I have never worked with a lot of these options here, and I have never needed to. Most of the powerful beveling options you will use will be up here. However, there is one thing on the Shading tab which I want to show you, which is quite powerful, and that is the Material Index here. This allows you to apply a separate material to your bevels based on the material index in your scene. So just to explain that, if I come over to the Materials tab here, as you can see, I have 3 materials in my scene applied to this object. Blender views these as an index. So this material here at the top is given a value of 0 on the index. This material is given a value of 1, and this one's given a value of 2. And you can move around these as much as you want. This will always be 0, this will be 1, this will be 2, and etc. It is really just a number given to a material on this list. Now with this in mind, if I was to come over to the Bevel Modifier, and on the Material Index, I've got Material Preview on by the way, if I just bring this up to 1, you can see that the bevel has taken whatever material is 1 on the index and applied it, which is blue. So if we go up on the material index here and change it to 2, you can see it's now picked this material. Bevels are very useful for smoothing down edges and creating interesting shapes from your objects. I hope this video has helped you understand bevel modifiers a bit better. Make sure to subscribe to get updated on future tutorial releases, and I will see you in the next video.